I want to ask you a question, my friend.
Yeah.
I told my friend yesterday, if you don't mind, because I'm Palestinian, right?
Yes.
And you are a Jew.
I'm Hebrew.
I'm a
It's
Hebrew,
a big
sorry.
difference. It's a big difference.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Like, truly a big difference.
Okay, well, so what's the difference between Hebrew and Jew?
Okay, so
In short, like if you don't mind, I'm sorry. أنا قلت له أنت حضرتك يهودي، قال لي لا في أنا هيبرو.
I could tell it.
وفي فرق بين يهودي وفي فرق بين هيبرو، فقلت له معلش باختصار عشان الفيديو.
So
Can both of us?
Yeah, who both?
So one is actually an imposter.
Yep.
And the other is the true Hebrew.
Right.
عم بيقول الفرق انه مثل واحد يعني خوري او مستلم او قائد، هذا اللي الراباي، او اللي الحقيقي اللي بيتبع التعاليم الحقيقيه، او المتعلم انه كيف يتبع الحقائق. هذا الفرق.
So I'm gonna go a little deeper.
Yes.
If you can go study this.
Yes. عم بيقول انا رح اخوض بالعمق اكثر وفيكم انتم تدرسوها، او بيقول لي انا فيك تدرسيها وتبحثي عنها.
Most Israelis or Jews over in Israel right now, they identify themselves as Ashkenazi Jews.
As
Ashkenazi.
I don't know what is that. So.
Ashkenazi. Look it up.
Okay.
But they're from Khazaria. They came from Khazaria and they migrated down to Germany, Poland area.
Who's Khazaria? I'm not familiar
Khazar,
with
the Khazar Kingdom.
Okay.
It's an empire from many years ago.
Okay.
During the during the
yes.
Ottoman Empire and all that stuff.
Okay.
So they converted to Judaism, and they end up traveling to Poland, which is Germany. They end up traveling to Germany, and then that's when they got in their little beef with Hitler. And then now, all of a sudden, they've been placed in this land called Israel.
Okay, I have to remember what you said because I was thinking, I forgot what I have to translate.
So,
okay, can you repeat so I can repeat?
So,
exactly.
Ashkenazi Jews.
Ashkenazi, I don't know what is that word. اليهودية.
Ashkenazi.
Ashkenazi اليهودية.
Right.
ما بعرف شو هي، رح ندور عليها.
Right.
Okay.
They're from the tribe of Japhet.
هم من قبيلة
Japhet. Remember
Japhet?
Noah had 3 sons.
Yes.
Shem, Ham, and Japhet.
لأنه نوح
Noah, yeah.
نوح كان عنده 3 أولاد.
Ham,
Shem,
Japhet.
Yafet.
Japhet.
Okay.
The Ashkenazis are from the Japhet.
Okay.
Ashkenazi are from Japhet, and those are going to be your European tribes.
هذول اللي هم جايين
Ashkenaz or Ashkenazi.
Ashkenazi. Okay. Ashkenazi.
Yeah.
Okay.
So they're Ashkenazi Jews from Poland.
اللي هم اجوا اصلهم من هولندا.
And they came from Khazaria.
واللي اجوا من كازار الملك كازار. The king, right?
See.
Kazar. Where is that Kazar?
Khazaria Empire. It's near the Caspian Sea. It's near the Caspian Sea, the Caucasus Mountains, all that area.
قرقاس يمكن ولا.
No, real talk.
Yes.
Real talk.
Okay.
So me, Hebrew.
فأنا يعني بعتبر حالي هيبرو.
From Shem, from the tribe of Shem.
من قبيلة شام.
Most of us don't call ourselves Jews.
لأنه احنا ما بنقول عن نفسنا إنه يهود أو نعتنق الديانة اليهودية.
Right. We don't, because to be a Jew mean you were from Judea. Your family was from Judea, and that was during Roman occupation. They mixed 2 lands together. You had Edomia and you had Judah, the land of Judah, and they combined those 2, and you got Judea. So anybody living in that land could have been considered a Jew. So that's why we don't call ourselves Jews.
Okay, can you repeat that?
Yes.
I don't want to make
It's basically like a nationality.
Yeah.
So
Basically, like Jewish is kind of like basically
it
a
is,
nationality.
but it's a group of people. But see, they try to make it seem like it's just them, but it's a whole group of people that didn't even call themselves. That one from the, because most Jews or Yahudim
معظم اليهود
come from the tribe of Judah.
اللي جايين من جودا.
See.
You said they mix. Can you explain that?
Edomia.
What?
Edomia. Edomites. Esau. The thing is, you got to unlearn everything.
Yes.
Everything that they teach us is a lie.
Okay.
because they want you to be dumbed down,
Yes.
and they want you to follow. They want you to follow what they've taught you because
Yes.
it gotta keep going along with their narrative.
Yes.
So you gotta lose everything that they taught you, and
Okay.
then all this stuff you can just learn from reading in the books.
عم
But-
بقول لازم احنا ما
but-
نفك كل التعليمات
But see,
والبرمجة
the Bible
ونفهم
is just a
الحقيقة من
a
الروت.
reference
Yeah,
point.
yeah.
You know what I'm
Yes.
saying? The Bible
It's our history.
is a reference point. You're not gonna really I mean, you will get the truth. You know what I'm saying?
But
of the
just
Bible,
give me
but you
a
have to-
short. I
Yeah,
don't want to
okay.
go into deep.
Okay.
When you
Yeah.
said they get
Yeah.
into together and they
So-
made the
So during when Rome occupied that land, you know
What
who
land?
Romans are, right?
yes.
When Romans occupied that land of Palestine, you call it.
اوكي لما الرومانيين كمان احتلوا فلسطين اوكي
Right.
والشرق
You had the land of Judah
في
and
عندك الارض تبع كانت جودا
the land of Edomia,
وارض لادوميه
and they combined the two,
هلا ادوميه مع
and it's called Judea.
مع جودية وصارت اجت مع بعض كلمة جودية
So anybody living in that area was called a Jew.
واي حدا بيعيش بمنطقة
Yeah.
اليهودية
Yeah.
yeah
But
considered
But all those people aren't Hebrews. Well, they aren't from the 12 tribes. They're not from Judah. You know what I'm saying? Because at that time, the 10 tribes, they call them lost tribes, but they were already over here in America. So that's why you got those darker skinned indigenous, our ancestors, they came over here before Columbus and all those people.
But understand what people have to understand is the original being on the planet it was a melanated being.
Black
So
people.
so basically
Yeah.
so the original being on the planet was a melanated being.
عم بيقول
So
انه باختصار الانسان الاول الحقيقي هو الاساسي هو اصلا كان اسود.
so basically when they talking about history, you talking about melanated people basically.
لما عم تحكي
And we
على
talking about- we
بالتاريخ
talking
لا
about-
عم نحكي عن الجنس الاسود لانه هو الجنس الاصلي.
We talking about everywhere on the face of the planet.
لا yes.
Okay, we talking about in Europe, we talking about in
yes.
so-called North America, we
know.
talking about in the
Yeah.
Caribbean. So this is where you have to put your thinking when you trying to understand these things. The original being on the planet was a melanated being.
Yes, yes,
And
yes.
you can't be emotional about it.
No, you can't, of course.
Because they did that same thing to us and made us feel less of a people.
Yes,
When actually we're more of a people,
yes,
but we never looked at ourselves like that.
yes,
We always looked at each other as equal people,
yes.
and we always invited people in, and that was our downfall.
Truly.
Inviting people in, and now they see what we got.
Because naturally, everyone wants to basically demonize melanated, you know what I'm saying,
Yes,
beings.
yes,
But
yes.
just naturally, we're love. We vibrate on the frequency of love quite naturally, and so that's how you wonder. You say, well, why do you guys don't have this land, here and now? It's because we were on a vibration of love. We invited these people in, and they slaughtered, pillaged, murdered, plundered, so forth and so on. So that's how the people who are in control of these different lands are in control of them now. Just because we were trying to vibrate, we were on a vibration of love, and we were just trying to help our fellow human, and this is what happened to us.
But see, it's like when you don't do that though, people look at it because I've had it done before.
You have to.
Yeah, I had it
in
done
order
before
for, in order
because
for the tree to go, you
Yeah.
have
Yes,
it has the
yes,
roots
yes.
after.
because
Yes.
I had a young lady from Israel.
Yes,
A pale, I won't call it pale skin, but a fairer skin, a lip lighter than you.
yes,
She was confused that I was calling myself a Hebrew
yes,
because she's Jewish.
yes.
But if you don't know the history, you'll always be confused.
Well, we can search
Right,
it, like what
right.
the difference between a Hebrew and a Jew.
Yeah. So I'm a Hebrew Israelite. Hebrew being
Israelite is a light. Hebrew is
Israelite.
Israelite.
Yeah.
هو يهودي Israelite.
Correct.
Okay.
Meaning I'm from one of the 12 tribes of Israel.
هو من القبائل 12 تبعون إسرائيل.
Correct. And more than likely, based on the history, I'm probably from the tribe of Judah.
بناء على التاريخ يمكن هو من قبيلة جودة.
So that's how people can confuse it with being a Jew, because they think Jew and Judah go together, but it don't.
عشان هيك الناس ملخبطة بين إنه جو والجودة العلاقة بيناتهم إنه جايين من هاري.
So right now, just focus on the land.
So do you like to, my friend, to add something else?
I just got one more thing to say about this whole jab vaccine. I know sometimes you don't need to say the word vaccine because they'll flag
Yes.
you and take
Yes.
you off the air.
Right.
But you got to think about this. We're supposed to be so we're supposed to be so advanced with technology, correct?
Yes, yes.
Why does it take multiple vaccines for this particular virus when you had polio and the Spanish flu? You only got one vaccine.
Yes.
And that was hundreds of years ago. But we don't have enough technology to give us one vaccine. You got to get
Oh.
multiple vaccines.
Wow, it's very important point. عم بيقول احنا كان بالسابق
It's
في
common
عنا
sense,
امراض
man.
كثير صارت باسبانيا
People
والامراض
not using their
وكانوا
common
يعطونا لقاح واحد فقط ويتنهي
But you know why?
المعضله.
'Cause
هلا احنا التكنولوجيا عم تتطور اكثر واكثر واكثر. ايش معنى مش قادرين يعطونا لقاح واحد عم بيعطونا هلا ثلاثه؟ ليش؟
Ego.
Yeah.
Wow, that's very important
So
point.
just think
That's
about
me.
that. It's common sense.
عم بقول لك فكروا بهذا الشيء لانه هذا يعني بدخل العقل في نقطه هاي في شيء إلنا يعني
Over 100 years ago, they gave you one vaccine for
من
for
100
the
سنه
Spanish
كانوا
flu.
يعطوكوا لقاح واحد كان يمشي الحال. ايش معنى
We don't
هلا
have enough-
تقدمنا كثير صاروا يعطونا ثلاث لقاحات.
We cloning sheep, humans at this point,
Right,
and we
right.
can't come up with one vaccine to
عم
kill.
نستنسخ
Right,
حيوانات،
right,
عم نستنسخ معزة، عم نستنسخ إنسان
Right.
ومش قادرين نطلع بلقاح واحد. إنه
We gotta
نحمي
start
الإنسانية
thinking,
لازم
man.
ثلاثة فيها القصة إشي إنه لازم نفكر ونشوف ونسمع ونحس بقلبنا. معناها في أجندة مش كويسة.
That's all I got.
Oh wow! Thank you so much,
Yeah.
my friend, and I really appreciate
Because I'm gonna use
it.
common sense at
Yeah,
all
absolutely,
times.
absolutely.
And that's the problem. People don't know how to use their common sense anymore.
عم
They
بيقول
like to be
هذه
lied to.
لازم نستخدم حواسنا واحساسنا الداخلي
You try
ونكون
to
نشوف
little bit?
الامور
Okay.
بمنظار اخر مش بمنظارهم.
I mean,
Thank you my friend. I
Yeah.
really
Martin,
appreciate it
what's-
so much. And thank you my friend
Most
so
definitely.
much for
Most
everything. You cleared one point about smoking.
Oh
and
yeah. I
everything.
want y'all to know about that, man. Don't judge me because I smoke natural tobacco, man. I smoke natural tobacco. It's natural. It's all natural.
عم بيقول انا بدخن تباكو طبيعي من غير كل المواد الكيماويه
I got something
بحطوا
to say.
2500 مواد كيماويه بالسجاير.
I
هو
can-
عم يدخن طبيعي.
I can add a little something about smoking, like you can smoke different herbs, like mullein leaf.
Yes.
Mullein breaks up mucus. That's a good herb to smoke if you're gonna smoke it instead
I
of
don't know
tobacco.
the name of that herb.
Mullein.
No, the herb I don't know.
Oh,
what
okay,
is an
okay.
Arab.
But just know that there are natural herbs that you can smoke that grow in the ground
Yes.
without any chemicals.
Yes.
And it can loosen up mucus. You can
Okay.
spit that out.
عم بيقول انه في اعشاب كتير طبيعيه ممكن الانسان تكون طبيعيه يدخنها بحيث انه بتتخلص من الماده المخاطيه وبتنظف الرئات وبتنظف كل شيء، وانه في شغلات طبيعيه زي التباكو الطبيعي اللي عم يدخنه صديقنا هون. I will really thank you so
Yes,
much for
yes.
everything, for sharing the land, for sharing everything, for sharing your view and make it true.
Yeah.
Your dream became really true and we can see it right
Yeah.
now on the reality.
Yeah.
I really appreciate it also to take me in this trip and your dream as well,
Yes.
to be part of it. I really appreciate it and I'll ask all other people to see the dream. It can
Yeah.
be happen and we can make it if we put our mind into
Exactly.
it. Thank you so much and I'm going to translate. عم بقول لهم شكرا كثير انه دخلتوني بالموضوع وخلتوني جزء منه، ورجتوني الارض وورجتوني انه حلمكم صار على ارض الواقع حقيقي، وانه انا بهذا الحلم وانه عم بشوفه وعم بحسه على ارض الواقع، وانه تفكيرنا شو بنفكر ممكن انه نصنعه. ف I will say namaste to you my
Yes,
friend.
yes.
Namaste to you.
Yes.
And thank you so much and for everything. We shall meet again and we will
Shalom.
talk and we'll whatever. Thank you.
All right.
Thank
No.
you. Okay, bye. Bye.